Hello my dear viewers and welcome back to E.Teacher Education. I hope you are doing well. As always, I'm gonna introduce a grammar lesson, the simple past tense. As the other grammar lessons, also this grammar lesson contains the rules, how we form the simple past tense. Second rule is spelling notes, and the third one is use for the relation of past events. The simple past tense in regular verbs is formed by adding ed to the infinitive. For example, infinitive, to work, and past simple, it's worked. You know, we add ed at the end of the verb. The verbs ending in e, we add only d. Infinitive, another example, to love, and in the past simple tense it's loved, okay, and we have ed at the end. The same form is used for all persons. For example, first one is I worked, second you worked, third one he worked, etc. The negative of regular and irregular verbs is formed with did not, didn't, and the infinitive. For example, the first person is I did not or I didn't work, and you did not and didn't work. The third person it's he did not or didn't work, and so on. But just pay attention here. Now it's not, as we know, it's not the same form as the affirmative. Why? Because now we have the auxiliary verb here, did, but in the negative it's didn't, as we know. Okay, but the infinitive we used here in the negative form without ed. You know, it backs again in base form, okay? But remember this. The interrogative of regular and irregular verbs is formed with did plus subject plus infinitive. For example, did I work, did you work, etc. And the last form is a negative interrogative. Did you not work or didn't you work, etc. Spelling notes. The rules about doubling the final consonants when adding ing apply also when adding ed. For example, admit, admitted, stop, stopped, travel, traveled. Okay, my dear viewers, pay attention in the last rule here. Now it's talking about for the final consonants when adding ing. I mean, it's talking about for the base form of the verb, and we also add ed, you know, in the verbs. I mean ed in the past simple. For example, I'm going to explain, you know, again. Admit ends with t at the end in the base form of the verb, but in the past simple, you know, we add ed, but before ed, you know, we have here double consonant, double t. The next verb, base form of the verb is stop and with consonant with p. When we used past simple we used ed normally, but we use here double consonant, double p. Travel again ends with l as a consonant, and when we use the past simple, you know, we use with double consonant, double l. Verbs ending in y following a consonant change the y into I before adding ed. For example, carry, carried, and try, tried. But y following a vowel does not change. Obey, obeyed. Irregular verbs form. These vary considerably in their simple past form. Means that the form of the irregular verbs changed in the past simple. Infinitive with the verbs, for example, to eat, to live, to see, and to speak. Okay, just pay attention here. As the regular verbs we add ed in the past simple. Now these are the irregular verbs. To eat, to live, to see, to speak are irregular verbs. Okay, I forgot to mention what is to. An infinitive verb is a verb with a word in front of it, and we use to. Okay, we use to. In the past simple form, now the irregular verbs eat, eats, ate, leave, eats, left, see, the base form. Now in the past simple, change form, eats, saw, and speak, spoke. Okay, the simple past form of each irregular verb must therefore be learned. But once this is done, there is no other difficulty, as irregular verbs, like regular verbs, have no inflections in the past tense. There are numerous table of, the list of the regular and irregular verbs. You have the chart and doesn't change. Next, when we use past simple, use for the relation of past events, and it is used for actions completed in the past at a definite time. It is therefore used for a past action when the time is given. For example, I met him yesterday. Pastor died in 1895. Now, here we have the first one. Met is the past participle of irregular verbs, and the time is given here, yesterday. And the second one, it's died is a past participle of regular verbs, and time given is 1895. So here we have two different verbs, and the first one, met, is irregular verb, and the second one, died, is regular verb. Or when the time is asked about, for example, when did you meet him? Now here just it turns back again, meet is irregular verbs. Why it's meter? Because we have the auxiliary verb did. Okay. And next, or when the action clearly took place at a definite time, even though this time is not mentioned. For example, the train was 10 minutes late. Next. How did you get your present job? I bought this car in Montreal. And sometimes the time becomes definite as a result of a question and answer in the present perfect. Okay, for example, here we have, now as a result, it's related the present perfect. Okay. For example, where have you been? I have been to the opera. Did you enjoy it? Now again, here is the time becomes definite, but it's not mentioned the time. I mean to use the question when you were, but we use, in the third sentence here at the end, did you enjoy it? Not enjoyed, but enjoy, because it turns back the verb, the base form. And did you enjoy it? Here we use, relate together with the present perfect. The last use for today, my dear viewers, is the simple past tense is also used for a past habit. Okay, it means that we use frequency adverb. For example, we have here on the whiteboard, he always carried an umbrella, and the second one, they never drank wine. The frequency adverbs here, it's necessary if we use any habits. Okay. Thank you for today's lesson, my dear students. If you have any unknown words or things related with the grammar lesson, please leave the comments below. But don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, E.Teacher Education. For the next lesson, I see you next time.